We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Here now, wk10 to get us started. And off we go from KC. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. Short pass, taken in. Oh no, right at the start he loses the football. And fortunately this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover. And it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Slot man in motion left. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Here's a 2nd and 9. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a 1st carry for their running back. Oh, a loose football. That's picked up by the Chiefs.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up. Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
Yellow.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Got his man. That's Grant. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Third down, 3 to go.
Yellow, yellow. 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 Watch out.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Slot receiver headed right.
Watch out.
And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Come back.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Hero 15. Hey, 15, 15, 15. Attack, attack. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 57, 57. Watch out.
On second down, Mahomes. He's going to air this one out, and this will be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time?
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Thrown left side, the catch is made. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Yellow.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Attack, attack. Attack.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down.
Attack, attack. Hey, 43, 15.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Third and 6.
Yellow. Easy.
Now Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. And he will score. Touchdown Chiefs. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Brett Delpit.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. He connects with Gray on that one. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Buy down these two.
Here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Yellow.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here goes 15. Buy down these two. Buy down these two. Right side.
Throwing is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Okay, ready? Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That one is caught by Mooney. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. Pitts is the man in motion. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up a third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
All they needed was a couple yards. But he was prepared, Mike, to dish out all the punishment he could to anyone who stood in his way. And with that mindset, it's no surprise to see him convert for that first down.
That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. Will line up at the 3-yard line again. They'll try to punch it in on 3rd and goal. Pitts is the man in motion. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he'll take it on in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Wk10 now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons are on the board. It's 10-7. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This one taken at the 7. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. First and 10. Mahomes back to the right side here. Pass is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
Man in motion is Brown. He's going to have the first down and more. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that screen's slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
Yellow. Right side.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
15. Yellow.
Man in motion is Brown.
Right side.
The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one. It is 3rd and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. That's dropped off for Pacheco. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And the running back just has nowhere to go. There is no crease. There is no seam. You got to give credit. That defensive line overwhelmed the offensive line, and that went a long way to forcing that 4th down stop.
15.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, KC. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Atlanta.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll look to throw again. To the right. That's Pitts. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. An inside give here to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half?
I fumbled the football, but this is taken in by a teammate.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
43! Yellow! Yellow, yellow!
On first down, it's Mahomes.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, KC.
Yellow!
Throwing now, Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Eye on these two. Come back.
Now, Mahomes. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A give here to Pacheco. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd and 10.
43! 43!
Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now, faking the give. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Pitts is the man in motion. He'll look to throw. This throw pulled in by Pitts. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. Using that big frame to try to get the yard, but I don't think he got it. Held up at the line of scrimmage. There's no gain. Now it's going to be 4th down. Back to throw. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as this defense can't come up with the play they need They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. A give, and here comes Robinson. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. London brought in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Up the sideline, past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter. And they're able to pop off a big run.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
Yellow.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now a 3rd and 2.
15. Yellow.
Man in motion is Brown. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's third down.
Let's go now.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's first down. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Now, deep ball for London. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Yellow.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.